Hello everyone, welcome to today's live stream. I'm Jacob from ControlByte. The ControlByte is an e-learning platform for automation specialists, PLC programmers, and electrical technicians. Okay, today's topic is how to read electrical schematics. So what is the plan for today's meeting? I will enlarge this view and let's start. Introduction to automation wiring diagrams, basic symbols and schematic elements, how to quickly interpret signal flow and control, and the most common mistakes and how to avoid them. So are you ready to start? Please write on the chat. This is a live session. So hello, Diego. Nice to see you. Hello, David. Hi, Vincent. Hello. Please write on the chat where do you come from and what do you want to learn. Please let me know if your focus is electrical wiring for automation systems or maybe PLC programming. Okay, everyone's ready. Nice. So this is live session and we will answer all your questions on the chat. Feel free to ask. Vincent, ready? Nice. Okay, we have also viewers from Facebook. Hello, Emmanuel. Hello, Nash. Nice to see you. From Ghana, I want to master everything about automation systems, starting from this one. Okay, really nice. So today's topic, how to read electrical diagrams, how to start. Hello, Hamza. Nice to see you. PLC programming, I'm in the UK. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with our platform, I will show you our controlbyte.tech. So this is our main website, controlbyte.tech. I will send you a link on a chat. And we run online platform for automation specialists, for PLC programmers, for automation technicians. We mainly focus on PLC programming, and we also have a course called Industrial Automation Basics, online course, how to read electrical diagrams. So this is a comprehensive course with a certificate. And today I will give you a brief introduction into this topic. So if you want to learn everything about automation, please check out this course. It's really great. We have thousands of students on our platform, and we help aspiring automation programmers and technicians to gain new skills to fill their CV and portfolio with new projects. Okay. So we'll start with some examples about CAD software that is available on the market. So if you will work with electrical diagrams, you will see different types of layouts, different types of graphics, depending on the CAD software that is used. The most common ones are ePlan, SolidWorks Electrical, AutoCAD Electrical, WS-CAD, C Electrical. Depending on your location, some of them are used more commonly, some not. So let's start with some examples. Please make a guess in which software was this diagram drawn. You can guess. You can guess from this list. You can write on a chat. Andres says, can you start with the basics? Yeah, today this session is dedicated for those who start from the scratch, so we'll start with the very basics. Okay, so this drawing was made in ePlan. Okay, I can see that David is experienced with ePlan, exactly. And this drawing is made in SolidWorks Electrical. As you can see, the layout is a little bit different. This drawing was made in WS-CAD, and this was drawn in C Electrical. So as you can see, they are a little bit different, but the main layout, the symbols, the connection logic behind this is almost the same. Okay, before we'll start, let's describe the components that we will see in the diagrams. On the left, you can see a residual current circuit breaker with its short name FC2 with a little minus in front, okay? And on the right, you can see the same device with the full name. So in automation systems, the designers use full names to describe the device's location and function. So the name of this device is FC2 with the minus, plus A1 is the location of this device, and equal sign E01 means the function, okay? As you can see here, for example, E01, this is a section for the lights, a function for the lights, and plus A1 control cabinet that is designated plus A1. So this is really important because we will use this nomenclature in our diagrams that you will see. Almost every electrical diagram for automation systems has a page with a layout of the machine with designations of functions and locations. Here you can see a quite simple production line with some conveyors, and as you can see in the upper section, there are two control cabinets, plus A1, plus A2, then the station, entry station, workstation, and the station exit conveyor, okay? And those are designated plus B1, plus B2, plus B3. So every device, every component that is inside this box will be designated with special location, mark, or function, okay? Today, we'll use a case study. We'll talk about a diagram for pallet wrapping machine. This diagram is used in our courses, and it consists of the main electrical components that you will all find in almost all electrical cabinets in production lines, okay? So this is, for example, a layout for industrial machine for a pallet wrapper. And here you can find three functions: equal sign F2, entry conveyor, equal sign F3, central conveyor, and equal sign F4, exit conveyor, okay? There's also a division into three locations plus A1 main control cabinet plus A2 wrapper control cabinet, wrapping module, and plus A3 station and equipment, okay? I will show you how this pallet wrapping machine looks like. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. So this is an example of a pallet wrapping machine and a control cabinet for this particular one, okay? This is how it works. As you can see, there are a lot of drives for conveyor systems, for Z-axis for lifting the wrapping module, the turntable, and more. There's also a safety system with some light curtains, with safety barriers, and more. So as you can see, this particular example is quite complicated. You will find here all the equipment, all the devices that is regularly used in production lines, okay? Okay. So this is our 2D schematics. This is wiring diagram for this pallet wrapping machine, okay? And this is a 3D model of a control cabinet for this pallet wrapping machine. During today's session, we'll use this 3D model to analyze connections for the pallet wrapping machine. We'll analyze the power flow, the signals in this control cabinet, okay? So if you start, it is really hard to learn about automation systems only from 2D schematics, because this is just like a bunch of lines and crosses, some signs and more. But with this 3D model, where every component that is placed in this 2D schematics is also located in this 3D model, okay? We can track the potential, we can highlight the wires, check how they are routed in the control cabinet. And in this way, we'll analyze a piece of this schematics during this session, okay? So please write on the chat if you find this way of learning attractive to you, if you like this. Write on a chat that it is okay if you like this. And I will check how many people are there during this live session. Oh, there are more than 50 people. So before we start analysis of these schematics, please hit the like button under this video and subscribe to Control Byte YouTube channel. It will help us to develop our YouTube channel and to get more people learn about automation and robotics. Okay, this is going to be awesome. It's okay. Diego says, for me, it's okay. Okay, so let's start. Okay, thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, so this is the first page of the electrical diagram for this pallet wrapping machine. Okay, let's start from the lower left corner. Here you can see X1 terminal block with some connections L1, L2, L3, and potential earth. Okay. Sully says great stuff. Okay, nice to hear that. So here you can see the designation for this particular page. So this is plus A1 equal sign F1. So this is main electrical cabinet, main function. Every device that is placed on this page is designated by plus A1 equal sign F1. So if you see here only minus X1 and it has no location box, it means that it is plus A1 and equal sign F1 function, okay? So this is the terminal block that we connect power cable to our pallet wrapping machine. If we go to our control cabinet, this particular terminal block is right here. And as you can see, this terminal block has its designation right here. And this is full designation equal sign F1 plus A1 minus X1. Just like I showed you on this page, okay? So this is the point that we connect power cable to our pallet wrapping machine. And here we connect three-phase power supply with neutral wire as well. And then the potential is distributed around different devices in this control cabinet. From the power section to 24 volts devices like SMPS, PLC controller, some Ethernet switches, IoT gates, relays, switches, HMI panels, and so on. So let's start with this terminal block and let's track the cables, the wires that go from this particular terminal block to the next device, okay? So from terminal block L1, the orange wire goes to Q1. Q1 is the main switch for the entire control cabinet, okay? This is 3-pole disconnecting switch. If we track this wire, you will see that this wire goes to this device. This is F1, A1, Q1 disconnecting switch. This is a special switch that is placed on the DIN rail, but the knob of this disconnecting device is placed on the front of this control cabinet. And you can see here a shaft that connects this knob to the disconnecting device body. Umar asks, could you provide certification also? Yeah, on Control by Tech platform, we provide certificates after completion of our courses of Industrial Automation Basics course or PLC programming course, you get a certificate that you can publish on your LinkedIn account, and it is digitally signed. Okay, I will take a sip of water and let's move on. Okay, great audience today, great audience, thank you. So this is a symbol for three-phase disconnecting device, and this device disconnects power for the entire machine. The next device is Q2. This is MCB, molded case circuit breaker. This is the main circuit breaker for the entire machine as well. It is connected in series with the main disconnecting device. The circuit breaker is this big device right here. This is special circuit breaker with a very high breaking capacity, and the current that is the current can be set by a potentiometer on the front of this device. So the potential of three-phase power supply goes through X1 terminal blocks, Q1 disconnecting device, Q2 circuit breaker, main circuit breaker for the entire control cabinet, and then the power goes to K1 and K2 contactors. So let's find those contactors in our control cabinet. And let's check the cables. It goes from here to MCB, and from the MCB, the wires go to K1 and K2 safety contactors, okay? So those are the main contactors for our machine. Why are they connected in series, and where the power goes after the contactors? So the contactors are connected to a safety relay with e-stop function, and if the safety relay is reset, everything is fine regarding the safety system. They are switched on and they pass on the power to the section for the conveyors, okay? Here you can see 3 electrical motors and some devices to start the motors and the protective devices to take care of the electrical parameters for those motors. Okay. Andres asks, how much is your course? Do you give out a certificate? Okay, the answer for this question is on this page. So if you go to Industrial Automation Basics course, I will send you a link on the chat. Okay. This is the link for the course. And here you can find the price for the course. The current price for the course is right here. So you can see that we have special price promotion for this course. And after completion of this course, you'll get a certificate that you can post on your LinkedIn account, okay? About the course, we'll talk a little bit later. Now let's go back to our electrical wiring diagram. We finished our analysis on K1 and K2 contactors. So those are the main contactors. And next to the contactors, you can also find some other devices like a service socket, fan for the control cabinet to move out the heat. And on the next page, you can see a section for 24 volts power supply. There is an SMPS G1 and some different kinds of electrical protection devices for 24 volts circuits. Okay. So maybe let's move on to the page with the electrical motors. And let's talk a little bit about those devices. Look, here you can see that this page is designated as plus A1, okay? And it means that all those devices are located in main electrical control cabinet. But look here, there is designation plus A3 with a little box right here. It means that the devices and the equipment inside this box is designated with plus A3 location. So those devices, those motor circuit breakers, those contactors, terminal blocks are located in main electrical cabinet, but those motors are located in location plus A3, and it means that they are outside the control cabinet. If we go back to our layout, you can see that this is our main electrical cabinet right here, but the station and equipment is outside this cabinet. So you have to pay attention about the designation of particular pages and pay attention to location boxes on that pages, because that box tells you that this motor is not in the control cabinet, which is really important. And if you have only, for example, an electrical schematic, only a wiring diagram, using the full designation and the layout page, you can easily locate the particular devices. For example, the motor, the contactor, the circuit breaker, and so on. Okay, so it is really important. Okay, half an hour passed from the start of the session, and right now we have 30 thumbs up, 30 likes under the video. So I can see that there are more than 40 people on a on a chat. So please hit the like button. Hit the like button under the video. I will be really happy. And if you hit 40 likes, so 10 likes more, we'll continue with our presentation, with our lesson. So I'm waiting for 10 more likes and we'll go on with our lesson, okay? Please do this for me and for Control Byte community. Okay, I will refresh the page and let's check. Okay, 38 likes. So, okay, 2 more and let's move on. So here you can see a page with 3 motors: input conveyor drive, central conveyor drive, and exit conveyor drive, okay? Every motor has almost the same equipment connected in the control cabinet. There is dedicated motor circuit breaker, a contactor, and terminal block for each motor, okay? So now let's move on to our 3D model and let's check how it looks like in the real world. So after the safety contactors, the power cables, the power wires with L1, L2, L3 go to those 3 motor circuit breakers, Q20, Q21, and Q22. Okay? And after each motor circuit breaker, there is a dedicated contactor for each motor. Okay? And after the contactor, the wires go to particular terminal block. Here you can see 3 terminal blocks for each motor: X20, X21, X22. Just like in the electrical schematic, okay? For the first motor, Q20, K20, and X20. Okay, let's check once again. Q20, K20, and at the end, X20. And here you can connect your motor cable directly to this terminal block, okay? Okay, so let's analyze how the power flows through our control cabinet. I will take something to draw on my desktop. Okay, perfect. So the power is connected right here. Oh my God, it's too big. Okay. So the power is connected to this terminal block, okay? This is 3-phase 400 volts power supply. And then the power goes to main disconnecting device. This is the black disconnecting switch right here, okay? Then the wiring goes to MCB, molded case circuit breaker. And after the MCB, the wiring go to safety contactors. Maybe I will take another color. Okay, right here. Those contactors are connected in series. I think that they are connected right like that. Okay. And after this, if the main switch is in on position, the main circuit breaker is okay. The safety system is also switched on. The power goes to motor circuit breakers right here, and there is a little bridge here. So it is distributed around those 3 motor circuit breakers, and then the power goes to a contactor, and the current flows to the motor terminal block, okay? So as you can see, a path that the current flows from the connection terminals to the terminal block for particular motor is quite complicated. There are some devices that are switched manually. There are some protective devices, some devices for the safety system, and the devices for motor protection and motor control, like motor contactors, okay? And those motor contactors are controlled by our PLC. The PLC controls the relay inside this contactor, and it can switch on and off this device. So as you can see, to analyze such a schematic, the best way is to get a 3D model of such a control cabinet and well-prepared 2D schematics, okay? So today I have showed you just, okay, maybe I will erase this. Today I showed you just a few pages from this schematics, and electrical diagrams for automation systems can have more than 300, 400, even 500 pages for different stations, for different equipment, and they can be really, really complicated and hard to read. So that's why we created Control Byte, and we help to learn how to read the electrical schematics, how to select devices for a control cabinet. And in a minute, I will show you how you can start with automation systems design, how to start learning about automation on our platform, okay? Okay, and let's start with our little presentation. As you know, Control Byte specializes in automation systems, and we run online e-learning platform for automation specialists. And from our students, we receive thousands of questions. What do I need to know to become automation specialist? Okay. And we have a case study for you. We have a really nice course regarding a sample pallet wrapping machine, a pallet wrapper. So today we started with the electrical diagram for such a pallet wrapper. And in our course, we will study all the devices on this electrical diagram. I will show you how to select those devices, how they work, what parameters are essential to select different devices like electronic circuit breakers, PLCs, different switching devices, contactors, and more. So this is a pallet wrapper, and how you can get an electrical diagram, a 3D model of such a machine. Please sit back in your chair and see how the automation system works based on a 3D model and simulation. In our course, we use international standards, okay? So I will send you once again a link to our course. In Automation Basics course and Electrical Diagrams reading, we base on the two main standards, IEC 60204 Part 1 and IEC 61439 Part 1 and Part 2. The first standard describes how the entire control system for the production line or robotic station should function, how it should behave. So there you can find about different, for example, description of the buttons, the designation of the control panels, colors for the wiring, and so on. And in 61439, you will find all the information necessary to design the control cabinet itself. Okay, so how you should construct the control cabinet so it will comply with the standard. In our course, we base on a case study. We deliver a 3D model of a control cabinet with different devices inside, like contactors, safety devices, terminal blocks, power supply, PLC, HMI, relays, frequency inverters, servo drives, and more. As you can see, this is a 3D model of a pallet wrapping machine with the best machine operator in the world, Homer Simpson. And your task is to design an electrical control cabinet that will include drive control systems, PLC for reading digital and analog signals and setting the outputs, HMI panel and buttons, and system implementing safety function. So you can imagine that you are a control system designer, and you should know how the entire system works, how to read the diagram, how to read the electrical diagram, and how to select particular devices based on the parameters that are included in the specification in the manuals, okay? And to help you with that, will deliver a 3D model of the control cabinet. You can use this model to track the potential in the control cabinet and refer directly to the 2D schematic. So this is the best way to learn about electrical diagrams that is invented so far. And it is all included in our course, okay? So what will you get when you sign up for the full course with certificate? You will get video lessons, more than 50 video lessons explaining the basics of automation system design. You will get lifetime access to materials on our e-learning platform. You will get consultations in the form of live webinars. You have Discord chat for our students. You have contact with me and with Matthew, with the instructors on our e-learning platform. You will have homework assignments to complete, and this is proven educational path by 100, more than 1,000 right now of students, okay? More than 50 video lessons explaining in detail the topics of industrial automation basics. We'll start with the control cabinet, with the terminal blocks. You'll learn how to connect a power supply to such a machine. What are the responsibilities of you as a machine designer, machine supplier, when you deliver such a control cabinet to your client, to your client's factory, okay? So we'll start with the from the scratch with all the symbols that are included on this electrical diagram. So you will learn what every line, every circle on this diagram means. And after our course, I'm sure that reading electrical diagrams, troubleshooting the control cabinets will not be difficult for you. It will be obvious. Right here, you can see a PLC. This is an electronic device that controls all the systems in this machine. MB asks, is there any practicing software included with this course? Yes, in this course, we use some online tools that I will show you in a minute that will help you to select devices like from Siemens TIA selection tool. This is an online device for to help you select PLC modules. We use WAGO terminal strip configurator. We use a RITL configurator for control cabinet and more. So in the course, we'll start with introduction to the project, where you will get description of the industrial machine, a pallet wrapper, a description of the control cabinet, and list of automation device that you will use in the course, design assumptions, and list of drives. Every project starts with a list of drives that you will have to include into your electrical schematics. So we'll also start with that. The next module, selection of electrical protection devices. You will learn how to connect the machine to the power supply at the customer's industrial plant, okay? You will select the power disconnecting device, the protection for the power supply cable, and you will learn about different colors for cables used in industrial automation. Then we'll move on to basic elements in the control cabinet. So here you will learn how the electrical terminals look like, how they are represented on the electrical schematics. On the electrical diagrams, they are just little circles, but if you know how the module in, for example, ePlan or SolidWorks electrical for terminal blocks looks like, and we'll show you this, of course, you will get better understanding how it is represented on the schematics, okay? And how it can be useful during the troubleshooting or connecting different devices in the control cabinet. We'll also talk here about service sockets, cabinet temperature control devices like fan, heaters, air conditioners. And in this module, you will also learn how to select overcurrent circuit breakers or fuses for different devices in the control cabinet. The next module is electronic drives. Here you will learn about induction motors basics, information, how to wire such a motor, how to read the nameplate of the motor, and based on the parameters, how to select the devices like motor circuit breakers or contactors. Of course, here we'll talk about different startup methods like direct, online, soft start, inverter, and you will learn about servo drive systems. Then we'll move on to control circuits. This is the module that automation specialists like the most. And here we'll start with power supply for 24 volts control circuits, so-called SMPS. And I will show you how to connect the PLC to the 24 volts power supply so that it will comply with all the guidelines in the standards. And I will show you how PLC is represented on the electrical schematics. It's not so easy, and lots of young electricians cannot read PLCs on the diagrams correctly, okay? So in the course, you will learn step by step how they are represented on the schematics. And what is important about PLCs, they are a little bit complicated, and you will have to know how to distinguish different types of circuits of type sink or source for inputs and output modules, okay? I will also show you how to protect your PLC circuits against short circuits and overloads. In the next module, you will connect different devices to your PLC, like buttons, switches, different types of sensors, PNP and PN-type. We'll also connect an VFD to our PLC. We'll connect analog signals and some relays and valves that will control the output devices in our system, okay? We have also a very important module regarding safety systems for industrial machines. in cooperation with Wieland Electric. This is a German company that specializes in safety systems for machines. Okay, so this will be an introduction into safety analysis, risk analysis for machines. And you will learn the basics about emergency stops, the safety with safety barriers for the machines, and for example, safety curtains as well. Okay, so we had a question: is there any practical software included in the course? In the course, we use free tools like Wago Smart Designer, TIA Portal Selection Tool, Retail Configurator, Lensa Drive Selection Tool. Electrical Schematics will deliver all the PDF files for you, and 3D model of the industrial machine and control cabinet. So you can open all those files, all those projects on your PC, and step by step work with us. This is, for example, Wago Smart Designer. In this software, we'll create terminal strips. You will learn how to select ones, how to create the entire terminal block with the particular strips, okay? TIA Portal Selection Tool, this is a tool for selecting modules for your PLC system. Retail Configurator, this is online tool for selecting a specification for the control cabinet enclosure. Okay, quick questions for you. How much does Industrial Automation Designer can earn per month? The answer is no limit. It depends on your hard work and how much you seek for your perfect dream job, okay? There is a huge demand on the market for automation specialists. To become an automation specialist, you need to gain some essential skills like knowledge of electrical diagrams, CAD software, knowledge of international standards, safety systems, and more. So if you want to start your job in automation and robotics, I strongly recommend starting with our course, okay? On our platform, you'll find different courses regarding PLC programming for Siemens, for CodeSys. We have also communication course, VFD course, motion course, HMI and SCADA. And for those who want to start with automation and they want a certificate to attach to your CV, to your portfolio, start with Industrial Automation Basics and Electrical Schematics course. This course is perfect for beginners that want to learn how the industrial automation systems work from scratch, okay? Okay, I have some questions from our students, the frequently asked questions. For whom is this course dedicated to? Okay. When we created this course, we asked future automation specialists what challenges do they face. And most of them said, I don't have access to the right expensive automation equipment. So our advice is to start by learning the basics of automation systems with a 3D model of a control cabinet. In our course, you will get a PDF file of electrical schematics plus free tools from equipment manufacturers. I have never dealt with projects and don't know how to start. So learn the basics first with a real project, 3D model of a control cabinet, standards, electrical wiring diagrams, manufacturer documentations that we will enclose, and well-prepared exercises with specialists. If you are overwhelmed by the amount of knowledge to acquire, don't worry, in the course we explain the concepts from the basics to complex. And if you have a lack of motivation, we have Discord support group where we'll help you to stay motivated, okay? I will show you how our Discord looks like. Okay, this is our Discord channel. Here we have different channels for different courses like PLC courses. And for example, this is our channel for Industrial Automation Basics course. Here are some homeworks from our students. For example, here Mohammed chose a motor circuit breaker for a homework task, okay? And if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on this Discord chat. We are available every day. If you would like to carry out industrial automation projects on your own, you will have homework tasks to solve, you will receive tips from us, and then you can use this knowledge to complete your own real projects. If you don't have time for the training, don't worry, this is self-paced training. You have access to the training 24 hours, 7 days a week from a computer with internet access. How long does the training take? It takes from 1 to 2 weeks, but you can spread your activity even over the whole year. We'll support you all the time on our Discord. Chat. Access is not expensive. It won't be 5,000 euros. How much is the course? Let's check on the website. So we have a special offer for you. We have opened a registration for a training program for a group of 50 future industrial automation specialists. And the offer is time limited. There are only a few days left to join the training. We close the registration on Thursday. So you have 2 days more to make up your mind. Then we close the registration and there will be no possibility to join. We guarantee safe transaction and 14-day money back guarantee. If you enroll into our course and you say, okay, Jacob, this course is not for me, don't worry, just quick email a message and we'll send you your money back, okay? No problem. We have, as I said, we have thousands of students, and if you will not like our courses, it's not a problem. Okay, so how to join the course? I will send you a link on a chat, and you will have like 2 minutes to check out the page for the course. Okay, this is our web page with the Industrial Automation Basics course. Please check out this page. When you sign up for the course, you will get access to our e-learning platform, Discord chat support group. This is really important. If you want to sign up for the Industrial Automation Basics course, how to read electrical diagrams course, with support of professionals, check out our website, controlbyte.tech. We are available also with our email address, contact@controlbyte.tech. If you have any questions regarding the course, the enrollment process, feel free to ask, no problem. Okay, so the last step, I will show you how to enroll into the course. As you can see, there are 3 days left. Yeah, and here you will find all the information about the course. You can check sample lessons. You can check the course outline here. And if you are ready to register for the course, click the big green button. And here you can select a single course option or course bundle. If you are determined to become automation specialist, PLC programmer, you can select a PLC bootcamp. This is a really great offer. We have lots of students on this training program. You can start with single course or just take one pass to all the courses with special price. Right now we have like 54% off. So this is worth considering. And if you want to join only the automation basics, how to learn how to read electrical diagrams, just click add to cart and you will be redirected to the checkout page. So we have Stripe payment gate. This is really a great tool. The regular price for this course is 97 euros, and depending on your location, here you can see also your own currency. Okay, so if you are from outside European Union, you will see here your own currency. And here you can add also PLC structured text programming course as a special offer. Okay, let's add it. And last step, fill in your email address, select payment method. You can use PayPal, credit card, different payment gates depending on your location. If you click here, there will be more like Revolut Pay, for example, PayPal, and so on. Okay. If you have problems with the payment, don't worry. Contact@controlbyte.tech. Please contact with us and we'll find a solution. Okay. So if you are ready to join our course, you have all the information necessary to start with our industrial automation training. If you have more questions, just email us contact@controlbyte.tech. So thank you for today's session and see you next week on another live webinar. Thanks and bye.